wanted as Azimio, and I'm sure that there are positions that were not representing the UDA coalition, but that they agreed to accommodate in the spirit of give and take. And Mr. Speaker, the spirit in NADCO was to ensure that when we go to the next elections, Mr. Speaker, the person who wins the confidence of Kenyans, the person who garners the majority of votes, Mr. Speaker, does not face a contestation in the Supreme Court. We hope, Mr. Speaker, we'll reach a situation where we'll have the person losing an election conducting himself like Biden. I think in the USA last week, within 2 days, President Biden, who was not a candidate, but whose party, the Democratic Party, had lost an election, placed a call to President Trump, who had won through the Republican Party, and said in a democracy there must be a winner and a loser, and he was welcoming him to White House so that he can assist in managing the transition. So I hope, senators, that you will support these amendments to the elections laws, which is trying to make it easy, make it transparent, and make the path to declaration of a winner in a presidential election much easier and more transparent. In fact, Mr. Speaker, one of the issues that we really fought about was what is, I think, in clause, I think it's clause, in clause 39 of the bill. You know, Mr. Speaker, in the United States of America, you will start predicting the winner of a presidential election going by results coming from states. And Mr. Speaker, what this bill is proposing is that we now allow polling stations to have returning officers, so that if we are in Ikolomani, Mr. Speaker, by the time we are done with the counting and tallying of votes in that polling station, the returning officer will give final results and declare the winner from that polling station. So that by midnight, we should be getting results telling us, in Iborabu constituency, Boni Galwale, if he will be a candidate in 2027, I don't know whether he has presidential ambitions, it tells you Boni Galwale has taken Ikolomani. And if Senator Cheragei will be running for Gen Zs, we are told in Iborabu constituency, Senator Cheragei was number 3 or number 1. That is the spirit behind this proposed amendment, so that we don't need to wait for the commissioners in Nairobi to tell us who has won in Ikolomani. I mean, if even in Iborabu, Mr. Speaker, we have tallied votes from all the polling stations, by the close of the day, we should see a 411 telling us that candidate A has taken Iborabu. By the time we wake up in the morning, we should be knowing from all our constituencies, 290 of them, who is leading in a particular constituency. That makes the voting, the counting, tallying of results more transparent than what we have now, where you wait for returning officers to walk all the way to Nairobi before IEBC can declare who is a winner. So this is a game changer, honorable senators, that even if you want to contest a presidential election, you can narrow down to the polling stations that are contested. You don't need to sue the chairman of IEBC. You can actually select the few polling stations which are contentious, and you move to court challenging results from those particular polling stations. Mr. Speaker, also because of the high stake in presidential elections, we are making it mandatory that the first election that should be counted and tallied is the presidential election results. So if we close the voting in a polling station, Mr. Speaker, the first seat that should have votes counted is the seat of the president. Once it's done, you move to the county governor, senator, member of National Assembly, county women rep, and then you finish with MCA in that order. That's what we are proposing in this bill. It's all in the spirit of making it transparent so that we adopt the system that we see in the US, where by midnight you will be told Trump or Harris has carried Florida. That becomes the end. Next, you will be told Texas has gone to candidate X. And then the second thing, Mr. Speaker, is to adopt technology. What makes the results to trickle in as quickly as we saw in the US is because they are using technology, Mr. Speaker. If you employ technology, you get your results faster. I don't know what is the experience of honorable senators here, but in my seat, Senate Nyamira, I waited for 2 nights. 2, Mr. Speaker. Because people are doing manual counting, you wait for 2 nights. And if you are not sure about your victory, you don't even break to go and have a meal. You can't even go and have a bath. But if we embrace technology, we can do our tallying much faster, you know, and we get our results almost the following day. Why should we vote on a Tuesday and you're being declared on a Thursday? That waiting is too long. So I hope when we get new commissioners in IBC, they will bring in technology that brings really change. In Brazil, you conclude elections and in the next Senator Chiragei went to Brazil, I think in the company of Governor Mutula, who was then Senator, Senior Counsel James Orengo, and they saw real time. But the problem in this country is that once people get positions, like you become a commissioner in IBC, you think more of how you are going to make money from that technology, instead of looking at bringing in a technology that will make the running of elections more efficient. If Brazil can use technology,